With the second season of Daredevil Born Again being over with, it's safe to say that that was a pretty damn good season, especially when you compare it to the first. That season finale was absolutely fire. That being said though, I still gotta point out the bullshit. I've already made a similar video on this topic before with Batman and going over his trash ass approach of protecting Gotham. And I'm putting air quotes around protecting when I say that. If you've seen the second season of Netflix's Daredevil, then you know just where I'm going with all of this.
You keep choosing the wrong people, Fisk! This thing over the people who love you! What? Because you let them live and people die!
Fast forward all of these years later and we're back at the same dilemma. Say what you want about Frank Castle, but that man has never been wrong with his approach of dealing with people who simply need to go. Before I go any further, I want to preface this video by saying that this internal conflict within characters like Daredevil, who don't want to kill murderous and corrupt villains even though a part of them may want to, from a writing standpoint I appreciate it, but beyond that, I think it's foolish. I know who Daredevil is from these live action shows. Matt killing people is like an animal activist vegan going into a barbecue restaurant wearing leather clothes from head to toe, and all while enjoying the food. In the first episode of Born Again in Season 1, when Matt tosses Bullseye's ass off the building, I kind of applauded it. Don't get me wrong, I love Dex, but at the same time, if I'm in that world and I turn on the 10 o'clock news and heard that Dex is dead, I'm happy. That's one less murderous psycho walking around on the streets. Listen here, you don't cure an infection by allowing it to fester. Certain villains are cancerous to society, and too many heroes opt to use methods that will only treat the cancer for a short time, only for the issue to continue to linger because the only way to get rid of certain diseases is with a cure, not a patch-up job to dull the effects so that it can linger in the background. Simply beating up on villains who won't change does nothing, especially when they'll be back out on the streets doing the same thing all over again. Yeah, from a writing perspective, Batman not killing even though it would be too easy is true to his character, and it makes sense, and you gotta respect his resolve despite the internal conflict that he has to deal with. As a reader or watcher, you can be fine with that, but if I'm in this world, fuck all of that. Like, Matt, brother, how many chances have you given Fisk? While I appreciate this scene where Matt goes to visit Fisk after Vanessa's death, I really don't know what the hell Matt thought was gonna happen. It's like the show said, yeah, we haven't shown you these two fight in a while, so here you go. But pushing all of that to the side, Matt, it's like you showed up just because you wanted to fight him. There's no way he thought that Fisk was gonna listen and be like, I bet, let's both leave the city so it won't have to suffer anymore. No, Matt, you dumb fuck. It's not gonna work. He's... Fisk even straight up tells Matt that prison won't hold him and he knows Matt is too pussy to kill him because it goes against his moral compass. People like Fisk can't be fixed. They can't change. I mean, just look at the comics. Fisk has been an antagonist to Daredevil and Spider-Man for how many damn years? These fuckers don't change. The only thing that changes are the stories. Even with your morality, how many damn events would Daredevil need to be involved with Kingpin for him to be like enough is enough? Again, I enjoy Wilson Fisk. Kingpin is a great ass character to me in these shows. But Matt not taking him out all the way back from the original series allowed Fisk to leave an even bigger trail of bodies behind him. And this is why it's fuck heroes for me, because everything that Kingpin has done past season 1 in the original Netflix series is all on Matt. Yeah, I'm blaming you, Daredevil. While Daredevil has saved a handful of people who were illegally detained by the anti-vigilante task force, even more people blew up in an explosion because of his heroics. Now hey, I understand my logic is flawed, okay? I'm not gonna deny that. A counter argument can be made that if left unchallenged, a person like Fisk would only cause more corruption, and that's fair to say. But Daredevil's mere existence, with him being who he is, causes more lives to be lost amongst his rivalry with Fisk. I don't want anyone to watch this and think that I'm shaming Matt, especially when you have people like Spider-Man curled up in the shower in the fetal position while all of this insane shit is going on. Yeah, that's my headcanon reason as to why Peter is nowhere to be found. And you know what, since I'm already here, you gotta wonder what the hell Peter has been doing this entire time for him to get the key to the city while Daredevil is sitting comfy in a cell. Spider-Man really has to have done some astronomical shit because there's no way my goat was just nowhere to be found. Not even a mention. I've said this before previously with Batman, but when your villains don't fear you, they up the stakes and become more ruthless. A hero's mere existence with the talents and capabilities of a Daredevil only makes these sorts of villains worse. If you don't take them out, you run the risk of them harming more people, like hair, and hair, and hair. Lives that you could have indirectly saved by taking out one person. Is Matt letting Fisk live so New York can be free of the Kingpin at the expense of Matt losing his freedom more interesting and poetic than simply killing Fisk? Yeah, I will never deny that. But not when it's the third fucking time he's gone up against Fisk. Sorry, but if I'm a New Yorker in this world and I'm privy to the information of what Fisk has done and how many times Daredevil has went toe-to-toe with him, I want Fisk buried 6 feet under the ground. How many people did Fisk kill with his bare hands in that hallway? Tell me, what kind of heroic shit is allowing this mass murderer to have another shot at walking away while others have already paid with their life? What justice do these people get? Oh, but it's realistic. Just like how people in power in real life get away with all of the evil bullshit that they do. Don't talk to me about being realistic when we're all here watching a show about a man who fights injustice with his hands and feet doing all of this bullshit. Stop it, please stop it. Matt has known Fisk for quite some time. He has to know that Fisk will just bide his time and amass more power through illegal means before rising from the ashes, right? He should know Fisk has no real reason to stay away from New York. Not when he loves it so much. I don't know, man. I'm sure people are saying that this scene outdoes the I beat you scene back in season 3 of the original series. But no, this scene is good and comes kinda close, I guess. But you know what would make this scene hit even harder? If season 3 didn't exist.
But you don't get to destroy who I am. You will go back to prison. And you will live the rest of your miserable life in a cage, knowing you'll never have Vanessa. That this city rejected you. It beat you. I beat you.
I can't allow myself to fall for this shit when Fisk has had multiple opportunities to walk away. When Fisk shows up again, whether it's at the end of next season or the beginning of the season after that, and he's back to the same old bullshit in the good old Big Apple, am I supposed to be happy when Matt takes him down again? How long does a hero need to let their villain roam free until it's enough? Oh boo-hoo, Wilson Fisk is all alone without Vanessa on a beautiful beach, and he has to enjoy life. Oh, how horrible. It's truly hell for him. Oh my god, enough! Stop! But enough of this mental gymnastics of trying to rationalize heroes making poor choices or for their lack of action because of their morals. They're not heroes. They're deranged individuals who cosplay, have far too much time on their hands, and get horny at the thought of a person's life being at stake. At this point I sound like a broken record, but writing wise, yeah, it's cute and offers variety, so everyone isn't an anti-hero. But god, enough. Some people just gotta die. It's that simple. I don't care how good of a character they are. And I'm saying this as the person who normally roots for the villain, but sometimes they gotta go. Not everyone can change, not everyone needs a redemption arc, fuck all of that. Sometimes you gotta bite the bullet and die. If you want the villain to stay around longer and not waste them after telling one good story with them, you gotta have a massive ass buffer between the hero and the villain. But that's just me. Only in this world can the villain get multiple chances, but the hero gets sent to jail. But you know what? It's fitting. Because Matt deserves to be in there along with Batman and every other hero who's on the same bullshit timing. No, we're not.